Hi, I'm Suzi Perry, and all day today I'm supporting Two Wheels for Life in their Instagram takeover for the incredible work that they do in Africa. And we kicked off this morning with a chat with Michael Laverty, and that is on their live stories now. If you go to the homepage and click on the icon in the top left hand corner, you'll be able to see my chat with Michael Laverty. I even made you a menu of the friends that are coming on to support the charity today. So in a minute we'll be speaking to the wonderful Franco Morbidelli, then Maverick Vinales later on for afternoon tea, and Danilo Petrucci for dinner. And then tonight, Michael Laverty, Julian Ryder and myself will be hosting a Zoom chat. There's room for a few more people in the Zoom chat, and if you want to bid for that, then go to the Two Wheels website, twowheelsforlife.org, to get in on our Zoom chat this evening. That'll be about 8:30, I think, UK time. This is all BST time. We are launching a challenge today called #GetYourKitOff. So if it's been a while since you've been in your leathers, if you look on our story, you'll see the likes of Jake Dixon quickly getting out of leathers, timing it, donating and nominating other riders to do exactly the same. So if you ride a motorbike and you're missing your leathers, then maybe you want to take part in our challenge today. Just as minimum donation, get the ball rolling and get some of your friends involved in the Get Your Kit Off challenge. So feel free to do that, #GetYourKitOff. But for now, hopefully we'll be able to catch up and find out what our MotoGP stars are doing. And we're going to start off with the Petronas team and Franco Morbidelli, Rookie of the Year last year in 2018. Amazing season in 2017 in Moto2, of course. Are you there, Frankie? Can we speak to you?
Hi, Suzi. Hi, Suzi. Do you hear me?
I can hear you very well. It's lovely to speak to you. Thank you for supporting Two Wheels for Life today. And I know you supported them on the Day of Champions. Does it mean a lot to you to be involved with the charity?
It's nice. I mean, it's nice to be involved in these kind of things. And I like Two Wheels for Life. We always make sort of an event in Silverstone. And cool to unite motorcycles and charity. And moreover, is just good to do such such good things like you are doing, like all the people that is working for Two Wheels for Life are doing. So it's just a nice thing to do, and I'm proud to come over every year in Silverstone and give something of mine, and give it in charity, and give it for a good cause. I mean, so
it's always good to see bikes being used for the good, isn't it? And they do an incredible job of accessing places in Africa that cars can't get to, and a wonderful charity is it. And if you want to find out more about the charity, by the way, have a look at the stories and have a look at the tiles below. But Frankie, where am I catching up with you? Where are you locked down at the moment?
well, I'm in my small house in Tavullia, and I'm here since the beginning of the lockdown, so it's almost 50 days. I don't know, that's quite a lot of time that I'm spending here, but I'm safe. Everybody close to me is safe. We are good. I'm feeling good. I mean, there's much worse that you can face in life, so overall I'm feeling good.
That's good. And I was going to ask you about your family, but it sounds like everybody's well, and you haven't actually come into contact with the virus itself in any sense.
I mean, I know a couple of people that that got the virus, but luckily everything ended well for them, so it just passed through. So this was my my experience with the virus. I mean, I just know a couple of guys that got it, but they sincerely they healed up pretty quick, luckily, and and that's it. That's my story. That's my story. But I watch the television, of course. I look at the news, and I hear of um, much more severe cases, and hear about much more sad stories. So um, it's a thing that you have to take seriously, and not just because a friend of yours got it and got rid of it quite soon. It means that the virus is light in his action. You know, it can be light, but it can be heavy as well. So you never know which way, if you're gonna get it, which way you're gonna get it. So you better protect yourself. You better take all the measures that the doctors, the scientists are suggesting us, and are telling to do. So are telling us to do. So we better take it seriously.
And as you said, for you, it's been quite a long lockdown in Italy. Was one of the first places to take the lockdown very seriously and completely do that. So how has your lockdown been? And as a rider, how have you been able to maintain your fitness and things like that?
I mean, when the real lockdown started, I basically stopped being a rider, and I started being an houseman, you know, and I started doing things at home that I never did in my life. I started facing a situation that I never faced, and yeah, I started acting like let's say a normal human being. And under the point of view of the training, I do train, but not as much as I do when I race, and not as much as I did in the beginning of this year. I try to stay in shape. I try to don't lose too much weight, because if I stay still, I actually lose weight. So I try to don't lose too much, and I try to stay in a good shape, just doing normal things that regular people would do. A little bit of bicycle, a little bit of exercises, and you know, in the backyard, or
To keep the muscle strength.
yes. So I try to do that.
I wish I was like you and could lose weight from standing still. Frankie, it's a strange year for everybody for lots of different reasons, and we're now talking and we're hearing from Dorna that they're doing their best to try to put a season together when it's safe to do so, and they're looking at possibly 10 races if they're lucky, beginning in Europe, possibly consecutive races at the same race circuit, and then a few races abroad later on in the season. What are you expecting to happen this year? Or are you sort of at the point now where you think, well, any race is just going to be great for you? I mean, how are you feeling about racing again?
So I'm not expecting anything, because I believe that this is a situation too difficult to predict, especially for me, that I'm just here sitting in my couch and watching the news on the telephone and on the TV, and I'm not talking with I don't know, scientists that are controlling the numbers, that are controlling everything, and I'm not speaking with them. So I cannot predict anything, but I believe that people from Dorna, people that are organizing our circus, for sure have more information than me. So for sure have more knowledge about the situation, and for sure will know better when to start. So I trust them. I trust Dorna guys, and I believe that if they say that it will be possible to start, then for me it will be the best news of the 2020, you know. start to race again, it'd be a fantastic thing for me, but not just for me. I mean, it will be a sign of you know, a new restart after these I wouldn't say dark chapter, but you know, yeah, a little bit dark chapter.
Yeah, an uncomfortable time, I suppose it has been, really. Yeah, going through this unprecedented.
I mean, after all, it's nice. After all, you're spending time home, you know.
Have you been doing anything new while you've been at home? Have you learnt anything new or been practicing anything different?
I started to play a little bit, you know, some instruments. I started to study a little bit piano.
Okay.
So I went on that, and yeah, the first week actually I just turned off my brain. So I started watching television, eating crap, looking at series, and then after the first week I said, maybe if I keep on going like this thing is not gonna go down very well for me. So I said, okay, what can I do? You know, something that can be improving for myself, or can be just fun to do. So I bought a couple of instruments from the internet, and I started playing those instruments basically for most of the day. And I started not looking too much at TV, but just started reading a little bit more. You know, I took it a little bit more like an opportunity to grow up in some point of view. And actually I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling good. You know, I had fun. I enjoyed the day at the end, because I wake up, you know, I sleep how much I want. I wake up, I play, and then I read, and then I go sunbathing, and then I come back and I do a little bit of training. But then the day is over, and I feel that my day is filled with something, and I'm better than the previous day. So I'm feeling good. It is for a bad reason, because the reason is that it's just bad, but I'm feeling good.
Mm.
Anyway,
and of course
this will finish soon.
we don't forget the reason why we're all locked down, but good to make the time and put it to good use, like you sounds like you have been doing. Can I take you back while I've got you on here? I know lots of fans will want to hear about your career, and let's just flick back to Moto2, to that incredible year that you had. I mean, 21 podiums, including 8 victories. It was a sensational year, wasn't it? 2017. When you look back at that year, how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel happy when I look back at it. You know, it was a wonderful year. What was two fantastic years for me. I mean, I started with Mark VDS in 2016, and we started making very well from the second half of the 2016 season, and then in 17 we won it. Yes, fantastic emotion, especially of course in Sepang when I got the title. But all the season was really nice. I had many victories. I had many pole positions. We rocked. We rocked this season. You know, I had fun.
It was an amazing era, and then obviously the inevitability of them moving up to MotoGP, and it was a bit of a tricky year. Although you did win the Rookie of the Season, but wasn't the easiest of seasons for you.
No, I mean the first season in MotoGP was tricky, of course. Was a difficult year. It's no secret. We struggled a little bit in many races, but you know, I believe that we did the maximum with the package we had. Looking at my teammate as well, he was struggling as well. So we were on the same boat, and I believe that anyway we managed to bring home the Rookie of the Year title, and so we had that that injection of satisfaction, and it was a year that I learned a lot, and that I think made me grow up a lot.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm grateful also for that year.
And then last year was incredible for the team. Obviously, Fabio Quartararo, your teammate, he was Rookie of the Year last season, and was really quite a sensation. And for you as well, some great results with the team. How much do you feel as though Fabio brought to not just the team but to Yamaha as a whole?
Yes. So last year was a particular year for me. I mean, I felt ready. I believed that I could do good things with Yamaha, which I did in some occasions, but in some others, I wasn't performing at the maximum, because the maximum was my teammate. So discovering that, for me, from my point of view, discovering that there was still margin of improvement under many point of view, under the point of view of the fitness, under the point of view of the concentration, and all the things that my teammate was doing and I wasn't, was good, because from time to time it's always good to take a little wipe, and that make you grow up. And I believe that last year, facing the strength of my teammate made me grow up. I mean, I started immediately this 2020 with a different attitude. I started training more. I started believing more in myself, and I felt that this was the right way, because in the first two tests of the year I was quite fast, and I was fast under the point of view of the pace, and I was fast under the point of view of the hot lap. So I was happy. I was ready to race, and then the things went like they went. But yeah, I believe that also last year was something that I had to learn, because after all, I don't have that much experience in world championships or in bikes, in Grand Prix bikes, because after all, this is my 6th year. So I have to learn. And I can learn from younger guys than me. I can learn from older guys. I can learn from everybody that's faster than me.
It's interesting that you say there how Fabio sort of pushed you, and you've then kind of engaged and pushed yourself. And younger guys, you're talking about older guys, you live in Tabulia, you know what's coming next. I'm just going to ask you about your relationship with Valentino, and what does he bring for you?
Well, Valentino is a light, he's a light that I follow. Not just if it's dark, I follow it always. I try to I tried in my life to learn as much as I could from him, and I try to not replicate what he does, but just understand what's his philosophy behind things, and I just try to apply that thinking to my style. You cannot just copy what is somebody doing, and you never gonna do it like him. You just have to understand why he does such things, and try to understand the meaning of some other things, and try to do it in your way, in your style, and for sure you will take out the maximum of your potential, or the potential of a situation in general. So I learned from Vale a lot. in many aspects of life, in many aspects of the sport that we are doing. And after this is just a great friend, you know. He's just um, a guy that I know since I'm a little kid, and a guy that was there to help me when I had difficult times, and a guy that was there to celebrate with me when I had happy times, and I was there to celebrate with him, of course, when he had happy moments, and I was there as well when he had sad moments. So yeah, since I moved here and since we got in touch, we became really good friends, and I respect him a lot because he's older than me, so I try to bring him and a different respect. So not the relationship is not as it would be with a guy that has my age, of course.
Yeah.
I try to show him a different respect because I believe that he deserves that. And but the relationship is just good. I mean, even though the fact we are opponents on track, because when we are on track and we fight for good, and everybody and I want to get in front of him and he wants to get in front of me. But globally the relationship is really good. I feel lucky to have such a good relationship with the greatest of this sport.
So a racing respect on track, but a hunger to get past, and then a human respect off the track for obviously so much that he has brought into your life, not just from racing, it sounds like, but from other aspects of life too, which of course
Yes.
is the same for everybody. Have their job and they also have their life outside. And just tell me before you go, I'm aware I've taken up quite a lot of your time. Have you been to his pizza restaurant? Are they good pizzas?
Well, you can order pizza. You can order pizza from your house.
Okay, so you can still get deliveries now.
Yes. So I ate a couple of slices of pizza yesterday. I was missing it because it was almost 50 days that I wasn't eating pizza, and it was nice to eat a proper pizza.
You've got to have a treat, haven't you, every now and again. Just one more thing. Is there anything that you think that you have taught Valentino?
Well, I mean, yes, it's like every relationship is you give and receive. Of course, I believe that it's much more what I received than what I gave. But you know, I believe that I'm a guy that has something to give. I don't know what, but I do have something to give for sure.
I'm sure he has learned something from you. And I don't. You're not taking part in the virtual Grand Prix, the PlayStation Grand Prix on Sunday, are you? That's Fabio's doing it for your team, I think. Is that right?
No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not a PlayStation fan. No, I mean, no, I'm not a fan, but I don't spend too much time in front of the PlayStation.
So you're leaving the virtual racing to Fabio, and I know Valentino's leaving it to Maverick as well, who we're catching up with later on this afternoon. But Frankie, it's been really lovely to chat with you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay well. Thank you very much for your time. And if the season does get going again, we wish you lots of luck and hopefully see you in person at some point. But we're wishing you well from afar. Thank you.
Thank you, Susie. Thank you. Ciao, everybody. Ciao.
The only other thing that I have to tell you about before I go for now is that the Zoom party is on tonight. Julian Ryder, Michael Laverty and myself will be in the Zoom room. And to get your ticket, go onto the website now and bid for your place. That is twowheelsforlife.org, TWO. There we go. Spelt like this. .org for the website. And you know, it's up because you're on it now, so this will be posted up to stories. So if you missed it, tell your friends that it's on their story feed and go via the homepage and click on the icon. I will be back in a little while for afternoon tea with Top Gun Maverick Vinales. Catch you for that. That's 4 o'clock BST. See you later.